Hey everybody, welcome back to Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. Last time, Professor Layton met with the storyteller and got a little more info in the back, and I guess I'll just let the game do the recap here, might as well, rather than expend my own energy doing it. We managed to cross the guard post and make our way through the garrison before meeting the storyteller. Mr. Wright and Maya should be meeting with Espella at this very moment. I wonder if they were able to find out any more information about Bazella. So yeah, she revealed that she's the storyteller's daughter, and now we're looking for the alchemist house because the murder of the alchemist by a witch was the only mystery that, or I guess they think it was by a witch, but anyway, the murder was the only mystery that the Inquisitors haven't been able to solve. So they think there's a big clue there, and are working on solving it. Sir Belduke's residence has already been scoured by the Knights of the Inquisition. I believe you'll only be wasting your time if you go there now. Guess that's where we're supposed to go. There we go. I found all the hint coins here, so no need to waste any time. Well, we've reached the square, but I wonder where the alchemist's residence is. Hey Nick, look over there! There's a street leading away from the square. Hey, you're right, let's go take a look. There are hint coins here. So this is Sir Belduke's residence. Definitely looks like an alchemist's house. I've never seen plants like this before. So, what do we do now? Just because the owner's deceased, we can't exactly go barging in. But have you noticed how well kept his yard is? Looks like someone's still living here. Someone's definitely been doing the upkeep around here, that's for sure. Hey, who's that over there? Check. Alright. As long as I can stay above 50 on hit coins, I think I'll be doing pretty good. Alright. There we go. My sincere apologies. I'm afraid medicaments is no longer being provided here. Huh? You did not come here for medicaments of some kind? No, we didn't come here for that. We're here to investigate the incident, the one involving Sir Belduke. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, but you do not look like members of the Knights of the Inquisition. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. And you? I'm guessing you live here? Indeed, my name is Jean Grail. I was butler to the late Mr. Belduke. Wow, a butler. This must be my first time meeting a real one. Well, Mr. Grail, if you don't mind. I guess it's supposed to be Grey Earl, like Earl Grey. I've been told that the incident involving your master was shrouded in mystery. Has it got something to do with the Great Witch Bazella? We're trying to investigate that at the moment. The Great Witch Bazella? Am I right in supposing that you are defending Espella Cantabella? Well, actually, yes, we are. Do you know Espella? So you know Espella, do you? That goes without saying. Everyone around here knows her. Do you think you can help us? We're here looking for leads. While he was alive, the Master taught me the value of investigating the truth that governs the natural world. If you too are investigating the truth, then it would be against his teachings for me not to cooperate with you. Would you both like to come in? We can discuss the matter further inside. That would be great. Thank you, Mr. Greyearl. Whoa, spoken like a true butler. He's a pretty cool guy, isn't he, Nick? What is this room? This is the room Mr. Belduke kindly provided for my accommodation. So, this is the room where the incident took place? That would be the Master's study. It is the room right next door. However, the state of the room has been carefully preserved since the incident 3 months ago. As such, entry into the room is not currently permitted. Really? Bummer. Is that by order of the Knights of the Inquisition by any chance? Yes, and as I have lived with the Master since an early age, they also decided it would be only fitting for me to stay on and keep the place in order. So, you've been looking for the place ever since Mr. Belduke passed away. Yes, that's correct. Now then, is there anything further you wish to discuss? So, I guess we should look around here for a minute. What's this? The floor's been singed. The legendary fire didn't even spare the alchemist's house. Is that a minibar? What's inside all those bottles? Books and documents are all neatly placed on the shelves. Greyearl is a very tidy person. As I mentioned a moment ago, I know very little about this matter. As a matter of fact, it might be better to ask the Inquisitors. I can tell you one thing, though, namely what occurred before the incident. Before the incident? Yes, it was 3 months ago, around the time that Master Belduke was murdered. You know, before the incident, like I mentioned.
We were on our way back from collecting specimens for research, and it was already into the small hours of the morning.
I had the voice kinda right. It was pretty similar. I kinda had Dendy vibes, just from his general design.
There was a thunderstorm on the way, and as the storm drew nearer, we quickly made our way home.
Dendy from OKKO, I mean.
Anyone would have been surprised at what we saw. But Master Belduke, well, how can I put this?
He pooped himself.
He reacted in a most peculiar way. Unlike others who saw it, he seemed unsettled, as if he was truly afraid of something. After that bell tower appeared, he changed completely. Master Belduke became a different man.
Wait a second. Did you just say a bell tower appeared? Hey, that explains it. That must be what the High Inquisitor Darklaw meant when she mentioned an incident involving the bell tower. To this day, I do not know what the Master was so afraid of. Do you think it was connected in some way to his death? I think it must have been magic. I mean, for a bell tower to just appear like that? Mr. Greyearl, do you mind if we have a look around? I know the Inquisitors have already carried out a full investigation, but there might be a clue or two with some kind of connection to the Great Witch. Well, I suppose. Providing I'm allowed to accompany you, of course. There is sensitive equipment everywhere, and it's my responsibility to take care of it. I understand. We'll be careful. Wonder how the Professor and Luke are doing with their visit to the Storyteller. Yeah, I've been wondering about that too. A chance to meet Labyrinthia's creator. Let's just hope they don't upset the guy and have some terrible plot twist written about them. Sounds like foreshadowing. That'd only happen if it was you that visited the storyteller, Nick. The professor would never let anything like that happen. I've got a feeling they'll come back with some pretty useful leads. We have to do our best too, Nick. Let's keep up our side of this investigation. You got it, Maya. We're all in this together. Come on, let's see what we can find. That's the spirit. We almost have all the mysteries. The mystery of the bell tower. It's always under guard. They know it has something to do with it, but they say they've never solved the mystery? Meanwhile, the Great Witch Bezella will be tried in court? That will be Labyrinthia's final chapter, fitting in for a town ruled by witches and their magic. Am I to believe that this final chapter has already begun? That is correct, and there is no way you can possibly change its final outcome. I wonder about that. You see, I gave my word to a young lady. I promised that without fail, I would be able to rescue her. If I'm not mistaken, the Great Witch Trial will begin in 2 weeks' time, the same day on which you will hold the next parade. I believe that should give us sufficient time to show you what we can do. Such a smug countenance. I find it intolerable. I beg your pardon? I'm so polite and British. How can you be insulted? 2 weeks from now, you say? I'm afraid that information is out of date. Herschel Layton. Out of date? What do you mean? My parade will be held the day after tomorrow, according to the amended story. What? The day after tomorrow? That's not fair. Now that's the kind of countenance I want from the characters in my story. What? That's what I do, didn't you know? I decide the fate of the characters who have no knowledge of their future. It would appear that you are not yet fully aware of the gravity of the situation. Let me see now. Just for fun, let me make a little plot twist. I'll write you a little story. A story full of surprises and a few tears. I shall enjoy seeing the emotions of the characters as they play their parts. A story? For us? Stories are a fixture of this town. You would be wise to embrace them. Let's see. I think we need a stimulating incident. We shall have a witch, some witchcraft, and perhaps a little death. Death? You can't. Oh, but I can! Let me see. There's a golden opportunity to use the alchemist's residence. How about this? Your comrade meets with death by golden curse in the alchemist's residence. This could be a truly interesting story. No way! Feel free to act as you wish when playing your role in the story. How can you? It's like a dinner theater murder mystery. You've never been to one of those? They're quite fun. The beginning of a new tragedy, or farce. The victim of a golden curse lies in the dwelling of a user of false alchemy. A man from afar falls to a golden curse, and a woman from afar cries out in grief. The woman is captured. Her dark trial begins. The fiery pit will cleanse all her sins. Was this all supposed to rhyme? Seems like just that last part. A man from afar falls to a golden curse, and a woman from afar cries out in grief. This must be referring to Maya and Mr. Wright. If we don't do something, Mr. Wright and Maya will be in danger. There's no time to lose, Luke. Let's go find them. Right you are, Professor. The story has already been written. And no matter what you do, you will not change the result. I do not agree. What we do next can change the future in a number of ways. I'm sure that's what you want to believe. In fact, a naive outburst like that could be a poignant plot point. Please, be my guest. Your words may help raise the tension and bring a little excitement to my story. Not sure what happened there. You monster. My vocal cords are getting a workout. Luke, now is not the time. We need to help Mr. Wright and Maya. Okay, let's go, Professor. Better hurry. A friend's death added to items. Professor, do you hear flapping sound coming this way? The sound of a large bird, perhaps? Oh, that's the owl that we saw in the audience room. What is this, Harry Potter? It's holding a letter in its mouth, not to mention watching us intently. Perhaps he wants to tell us something. Perhaps he wants to send us to Hogwarts. I'll try talking to him to see what he wants. What can we do for you? That's what I'm asking. Who are you looking for? I've got it, Professor. Hoot, that's the owl, says the letter was delivered to the storyteller 3 months ago. To the storyteller? If that's so, then we can't very well keep it. That would be a federal offense. After all, it's wrong to read letters addressed to someone else. That's what the owl said. But he also said that there's absolutely nothing written on the sheets of parchment inside the envelope. Look, Professor. See, they're totally blank. Luke, I'm gonna have to turn you over to the federal authorities for mail tampering. Put your hands behind your back. Anything you say will be used against you in court. A letter with nothing written on it. That is indeed most curious. And another thing, Professor. The owl says this letter was sent by the alchemist. What's that, my boy? Written by the alchemist? Do you remember what the storyteller wrote in that story he penned a moment ago? A victim of golden curse lies in the dwelling of a user of false alchemy. Which probably means the place at which the incident will occur is the home of the one who sent this letter. In other words, at the alchemist's house, right, Professor? It appears the address of the sender, Mr. Belduke, is written on the envelope. Which means we better make our way there immediately. Thanks, Mr. Hoot. The address on the envelope is somewhere near the town square. That's a little far from here, Professor. We might not make it in time. I think we'd better run. Luke, my boy, we have the need to rent a steed. I'd admit that was pretty good. You got me there, translators. You got me. I think you're right, Professor. That would be far quicker than running. Quickly, Luke. There's no time to lose. Hey, you gotta pay for those! Hey, easy boy. This house is certainly spirited. Say, Nick, have you noticed how the color of that wall is different from all the other walls in the room? I think I've investigated enough crime scenes by now to notice something as obvious as that, Maya. Sheesh. I'm embarrassed to admit it, but actually there was a small fire here a while ago. It was my fault. The wall ended up a bit singed in the process. Now that you mention it, there were some signs of a fire on the floor there, too. Yes, that's correct. I decided to paint the wall myself. Looks like Mr. Grey Earl's handier with the herbs than his with a paintbrush. I let a candle set fire to some dry straw. In all my time as a butler, I've never made such a major blunder. It's not that bad. You're being a little hard on yourself. That's right, it's not so bad. You think that's bad? You should see Nick and I try to do the laundry. Nick tried to do the laundry. Now that's a major blunder. He always gets stuck in the washing machine. Okay, that was one time. Anyways. Let's go check out Mr. Belduke's study. While we're here, could you show us around the room a little, Mr. Grey Earl? Of course. If it will bring you any closer to finding the truth, be my guest. However, as the Knights of the Inquisition have ordered that the crime scene be left undisturbed, I must ask that you refrain from touching anything while you are in the study. Sure, we'll be careful. Hey, look, Nick. There on the floor. It's one of those whatchamacallits. You know, a crop circle, right? That's an alchemist circle, Maya. We're not in a wheat field. Okay. I'm sorry to repeat myself, but please be sure not to touch anything. You heard him, Maya. That means keep your hands to yourself. No problem. I'll just do the touching with my eyes. With your eyes? Hey, some hit coins. Whoops. Okay, now to the investigation. This cabinet might have contained the alchemist's research materials, but it's emptied. Hey, that's a pretty little picture over there. We could use a picture like this back at the office, don't you think? We could hang it right next to Charlie. What is it, Nick? The wall behind this picture frame. The wall? Oh, that. It seems like there's some kind of green mark on the wall just by the painting. I wonder if there's something hidden behind the painting. Hey, Nick, look at this. The wall behind the painting is painted green. Is there a problem? No problem. This could be some kind of clue. Looks like a load of white powder has been scattered around the desk. About this white powder, has it been here since the incident? Do I need to call the authorities? That's right, it was just like this when I entered the room on the morning following the incident. I have left it this way ever since. I guess someone must have dropped a container full of some medicine. Please, try not to walk in it. It may leave footprints. Now that you said it, all I want to do is leave little old footprints all over the place. It'll be like, Maya was here. Oh, that's a magic circle. It's neatly drawn and it sure looks magical. Seems like that piece of paper might be worth looking at. A curiously shaped implement for no idea what it was used for. So we don't have any interest in what the magic circle is being used for. This could be a device for turning bread into gold. Magic circle, the powder, the painting. I think that's about it. Globe of the night sky. What's the matter, Mr. Grayor? Oh, actually, it's that pendant. I must say, I find it fascinating. Oh, you mean this old thing? It's called a Magatama. Magatama? Yep. You could say it's kind of like my source of power, I guess. I understand. Stones are often charged with energy, after all. The pendant you're wearing is pretty neat, too. It's such a mysterious color. Oh, this is an amethyst. Master Belduke asked me to wear it. An amethyst? The amethyst brings about good vibrations in an alchemy sense. Good vibes, as you'd say, as the kids would say. Mr. Grayor? Oh, I'm sorry. I was just remembering Master Belduke. He gave me the stone and accepted me as his assistant alchemist. But now, Master, such is the order of the natural world. Seems like Grayor really misses him. He must have really respected Sir Belduke. Said that, but it was Phoenix. Well, I think we've just about investigated everything we can for now. But we didn't find any leads on the Great Witch. Oh, Mr. Grayor? Yes, what is it? Is there anywhere else you can think of that we might find any more clues? Let me see. Well, there was a cellar kept under the study. That's where the master kept his research materials. A cellar under this room? Yes, there's a trap door in the floor leading down to the cellar. A room containing Belduke's research materials. If you don't mind, I'd like to have a quick look in that room. I see. Very well. If you'll please wait just a moment. That ladder leads down into the cellar, but be careful, it's rather dark down there. Looks like it might be a little cramped down there, too. That's true. Perhaps it is a bit small for the both of you at once. Okay, Nick, this seems like more your kind of thing anyway. What do you mean? I don't know, I guess you'd be more suited to small, dark, damp places. I'm not a rat, you know. Come on, you know that's not what I mean. I'll just stay up here and snoop around for some more clues. It's not snooping, Maya, it's investigating. Anyway, you do that. I'll be right back. Yay, way to go, Nick. Well, I should return to my room. Please give me a call as soon as you've both finished. Okay, got it. It's a little chilly down here. Doesn't look like it's been used much. The air is so musty and stale. Anyway, better hurry up and take a look around. What is this, a map? Guess we won't find out. Looks like Sir Belduke studied alchemy here, too. I don't see anything medicine-like, but there sure is a lot of equipment. This desk is pretty messy, not a speck of dust though. Guess Grey Earl must be keeping it clean. There's a wooden box by the desk, filled with all kinds of junk. A doll is peeping out of the box. I wonder if it was left by a little girl who was one of the doctor's patients. Plenty of sketches and drawings, nothing useful for us. Looks like Sir Belduke carried out research here as well. That's where I just heard that. Alright. What was Belduke's research about? Will all his work be lost now that he's gone? Poor potted plants are starting to wither. I'm gonna get some water for them. Well, well, well. If this isn't a well. Looks like it's still in use, too. I'm guessing you need quite a bit of clean water for alchemy. Come to think of it, I haven't noticed any plumbing here in Labyrinthia. The elephant in the room. Looks like a sculpture of a goat, I think. Something about it gives me the creeps. Wait a second. This thing is completely made of gold! Could this be the result of alchemy? Guess in this town, anything's possible. If Maya were here, she'd break her back trying to take that goat away with her. That's strange. Almost everything in this room is covered with a layer of dust. Everything except for that goat, that is. Seems to have been kept in pristine condition. It's also wearing a diaper. Well, looks like it's all I've seen pretty much all there is to see down here. This room doesn't seem to have been used much, and there's nothing I can see that might provide a lead. If I stay here any longer, I might just end up covered in dust myself. Not to mention standing here sighing is clogging up my lungs. Maybe it's time I head back upstairs. Should probably see how Maya's doing. This is the alchemist's house. We have to hurry. Professor! Wait for me!
Miss Fay.
Hi, Professor. What's up? You look flushed.
Where's Mr. Wright? Have you seen him?
Oh, Nick. He's just down in the basement doing some investigating. He should be back up soon. So how did it go? Did you get to see the storyteller?
Please, get Mr. Wright immediately.
This is an emergency.
It's safer if we're all together in one place. I'll explain later. Just hurry.
Boil the water and rip up some sheets.
Huh?
As things stand, Mr. Wright is in serious danger.
Nick's in danger? What do you mean?
No time to explain.
I have reason to believe that a witch will appear here soon.
No, I guess there is time to explain.
Huh?
Oh?
Witchgram.
All is as written in the story.
Do you happen to be the Great Witch Bazella?
Concern yourselves not with who I am, but rather with what you will now become.
Oh, dearie me, whatever's the matter, child? You look positively flustered. So Belduke is no longer resident here. You need to go elsewhere for your medicaments. I know that. Let me through. It's a matter of life and death. Life and death, you say? If so, I may foresee a hit ballad. Raise up your hearts and sing with Birdly. Mike Bird is Cracker, first, second, and thirdly. Oh, this must be that rival Mr. Bardley was talking about. Anyway, I'm in a hurry. Oh, dearie me.
Hold on!
there too.
Dearie, dearie me.
Ouch!
Professor!
His dang arm fell off.
It wasn't me!
Huh? What the?
Professor, the words the storyteller wrote really did come true. And in the worst possible way. A man from afar falls to a golden curse. At first, I thought he was referring to Mr. Wright, but I got it all wrong. It was about the professor.
Dun dun dun! Alright, I think the story's really picking up now, and next chapter, we'll do a court case. So thanks for joining me. Hope everyone has a great weekend. And we will come back to this on Monday. Wait, Sunday. Tomorrow we will be having another episode of The Last Wind Monk, The Lost World 2, or The Inner World 2. And then more of this on Sunday, and more of The Inner World 2, The Last Wind Monk on Monday. Then back to the regular week schedule. Excuse me. Hope everyone's enjoying has a great weekend, and we'll see you next time. Later.